Ladies and gentlemen and fans of the AFL, it is time to get excited as we now have the preliminary final on our hands in only a matter of days. And of course, you already know this as much as I do. The next two winners of these AFL games will be competing in the grand final. Who do I think it will be? Let's find out in this video. Let's do it. What's up everybody, it's the Aiden Sports Show and welcome back to another video. Today we've got an AFL Preliminary Final predictions video where we go through the teams that are going to be facing in the preliminary finals and give my overall predictions for the game, and the winners of those games will be advancing to the grandest stage in AFL history, the AFL Finals, the Grand Final, and it's going to be very interesting. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Aiden Sports Show YouTube channel, turn notifications on. Let me know in the comments below what was your favorite matchup from the final so far, and who do you think will make it to the grand final? It's the big question that everybody wants to know, and we're going to find out in a matter of days. But ladies and gentlemen, this is a predictions video and we're going to get into the predicting. So the very first game I want to talk about is Port Adelaide versus Richmond. If you're going to go based on last performance Richmond had, they absolutely did the job against St Kilda and made them look like a very, they look like the superior side. And now they're going to face Port Adelaide, who have been on top the entire season and want to make their claim to the grand final. Now, Richmond is a dangerous team. I've always said they're a dangerous team, and I do still think they're a dangerous team. But I've been backing Port Adelaide this entire season, man. I've been so happy with the way they've progressed, and they've even gone beyond my expectations. I'm going to see them in the grand final. That's what I want to pick, and that's who I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick Port Adelaide. Again, Richmond had a very poor performance against Brisbane and ended up coming back and doing very nicely against St Kilda. St Kilda obviously was the underdogs in that matchup, and they definitely looked like it, as they did not live up to the par of their name. Richmond did, and I do think this is going to be an extremely close game, but last time I said that, Richmond absolutely pummeled the competition. Richmond is definitely not out. Don't ever count out Richmond. It will never ever be a situation where Richmond are not one of the favourites, because Richmond are just as likely to win this, in my opinion, than Port Adelaide. But Port Adelaide, I've been backing them the whole year, and I don't want to go and turn my back on them when they're so close, man. If they go all the way, I'm going to be picking them. So the reality is I'm going to pick Port Adelaide in this game, and hopefully they'll do me proud. They'll go on to the grand final and compete for the grandest prize in our sport, in this history, and that is obviously the flag, the premiership. Port Adelaide, I don't think they've won one in a long time, if they ever have won one. I'm not really sure about that. Again, AFL history is kind of lost on me at the moment, but reality is they could definitely get one in recent times, and you've got to love that. I think they won it in 2002, I believe, Port Adelaide. So they have a chance, you know. They do have a chance, and it should not be taken for granted. Next up, we've got Geelong versus the Brisbane Lions. Of course, Brisbane had a very, very good performance against Richmond. Again, the 2-week break the week break for Port Adelaide and Brisbane could be extremely instrumental towards these games, because some teams like having that extra game and other teams would prefer the break and get well rested. I think Brisbane is a very young side. I do think that they'll probably struggle coming into this game against Geelong, who are more experienced and probably do need the break realistically. But the reality is, Geelong absolutely melted, absolutely destroyed Collingwood in their last game, and it wasn't even close. And I know the scoreboard was not that bad, the scoreboard, but from the first to the third quarter, oh my, did Geelong absolutely dominate. And if they're going to bring that same mentality to this game, to Brisbane, I don't think Brisbane will stand a chance. But Geelong have been inconsistent all year, and I know they got into a top 4 position, and the second half of the season was absolutely instrumental. But one thing you can say about Geelong is that they can cough up leads, and they can perform extremely inconsistently despite winning a lot of games. So it's a very difficult choice. I think a lot of people are going to back Geelong. But again, I was one of those people that didn't back Brisbane at all, and now that they're here, I kind of don't want to turn my back on them. So I really don't know. It's at the Gabba, I believe. So it's tough. It's tough. I'm not going to lie. Look, I am going to pick Brisbane. because that's the team that I want to win. And in circumstances where I just don't know who to go for, I'm going to pick the team I want. And I do want Brisbane to win. I think Brisbane are well and truly due for a grand final appearance. And it'd be lovely to see Port Adelaide versus Brisbane. I know there's no Victorian team in there, and as a Victorian, you'd like to see Victorian teams in there. But I just think these two teams have done so well this season, have overperformed in many ways from what a lot of people's expectations are, that I would like to see those two compete in the grand final. And how fitting would it be that a grand final not in Victoria is played by two non-Victorian teams? I mean, you can't write the script better, can you? But that's going to be it, guys. It's a very short video. My predictions are Port Adelaide and Brisbane to be in the grand final. And of course, I will make my grand final predictions after these preliminary finals, and it's going to be interesting. You cannot turn your back on this. It has been exciting football in the first round. The second round of the finals was definitely a lot more convincing and a lot more dominating, and to be honest, it wasn't that great to watch. I can't lie to you, it just wasn't that great to watch, unless of course you're a Geelong or you're a Richmond fan. Besides that, it wasn't a spectacular watch. But hopefully these games will be a spectacular watch. Again, this is the finals. This is what everybody wants to see. This is what everybody will be watching in Australia, and it's time to see who's going to step up and make that grand final. For all we know, it's Richmond and Geelong. And that's honestly a worthy final as well. You can't go wrong with any of these teams. I truly believe that. I think the best of the best have made it there, and they're there for a reason. And let's see exactly who will take it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comments below who will make the grand final and what was your favorite game so far leading into the grand final. And of course, we'll be making a grand final video, and there will be more AFL content after the AFL season is over, mainly towards Melbourne. I do want to keep that intact because I am a Melbourne supporter, but there is going to be news all the way around the AFL as I learn more about the sport in terms of their players, where the people want to go. I do want to talk about Degoe. I do want to talk about Ben Brown. I want to talk about a bunch of things on this channel. Hopefully I'll be able to do all of that and maybe provide some gameplay of AFL Evolution 2 once again. Who really knows? But that is my game plan. That's my goal. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in another AFL video. Take care and peace.